wasn't over.
Conversations with Marc and Devi, the mediums. Marc Stuart, the Scottish medium. Devi Wolf, the smallest medium. Conversations on topical subjects. On subjects other mediums would not dare talk about, but we do. The Marc Stuart Medium Network, demonstrating, discussing, and training in Scottish-style mediumship.
Hello.
Hello, all you bright, beautiful beings.
So, if you watched the last one and you're watching the next one, you'll notice I'm still in the same shirt and Devi's still wearing the same necklace. And
I'm still wearing the same shirt, too.
We told you in our last little broadcast that we were going to be making a lot of changes. So this is being driven more by trying to make ourselves more efficient and by the platforms that we're now working on. So tonight we're talking about Patreon. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I always get it wrong. Is it Patreon or Patreon? Patreon. Okay. We launched this, about 6-7 months ago?
Something like about 6 months ago, I think.
Yeah. And we're trying to make it our own content as much as possible, but we're not producing enough content. We've tried interviews with Devi. That was an idea, which is it's not dead. But
it's not dead yet, but we're having problems finding people.
Yeah. So if you want to be interviewed, let us know about it. We're
absolutely. If you're a medium and you want to be interviewed, let me know.
Yeah. And we've been doing things as live streams. Now, yeah, that's great, but the number of people that are watching it as a live stream doesn't justify the time and effort that we're putting into, oh God, 1 second, here we go. If we were getting mass viewings.
But we're not, and it's very late for Marc, too. When we were doing them, it's 11:30, 12 his time.
People are watching it, but they're watching recordings, and they're not sitting through the full half hour of Devi and me biting each other's heads off, except for the occasional ones where we get the bats out and we really do go.
And then people watch it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do them as recordings, and we're doing them shorter, and we're doing it on a different night. Just again, that comes back to what we talked about in the last video, so that we can get it all done. Now, Mondays work for me because, as you can see, I've got the nice, expensive green screen behind me.
Right.
It takes me 10 minutes to collapse it and get it back up again. So this way, we do it on a Sunday for our spiritual events. I leave it up and then bring it down on the Monday. And for 5 days a week, I've got my full office. And you see, when I move house, look to the previous video about that. I've got a much smaller office. So I really... Yeah.
You're not going to fit anything in there.
I'm not going to leave it setting up on 2 days a night. It'll just be a overnight event, and off we go. So we don't take this for granted. Don't take this for absolute. But we're looking to do 3 or 4 10 to 15 minutes conversations with the mediums. We'll get back to our topical subjects. At the minute, we're just doing the first week.
We're just trying to catch you up right now.
Yeah, on all the things that are happening. And these will go out on YouTube, they'll go out on Facebook, and we won't have the problem of Facebook coming along 30 days later and deleting it.
Right.
Because we've got a huge amount of content we've put on Facebook and it just disappears. So blame Facebook for that. Patreon is the primary place to find it. We will post it in other places, but Patreon first. So the second big change, what we do on Sundays. Now, Devi's going to hit me for this, but I am getting sick and tired of people getting things for nothing.
Yeah. He decided he's going to push everything together, and we'll explain this later, and charge you a small amount of money. So, maybe someday he'll be able to pay me.
Yeah. Actually, it's not about the money. I mean, for what we're charging, $20 a head for 4 hours, which is what you're going to get if you come along for the new Spirits with Marc. We've got new branding. It's all with Marc.
It's everything with Marc. Everything with Marc. So on the day that you're sick and I have to take over, I'll just pretend to be Marc.
Yeah, she's got. I mean, when we met up in October, was it last year? Yeah, it was last year.
No, year before last.
No, it was the year before. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause I haven't been to America last year. when we met up a year and a bit ago, we cut my hair and she made a nice wig and toupee. So, I mean, she really can do the full Marc routine.
Yeah, I can pretend to be Marc. Absolutely. I'll even put on a collared shirt.
She doesn't have my personality to go with it, though. That is going to be a problem.
Thank God.
So, basically, instead of doing, let's just follow the train of thought here. We do the rapid fire. That has actually been quite successful. So we're keeping doing the rapid fire. Then we do a circle. Then we do cards with Marc, circle, cards with Marc. And they're all free. And we try to limit, we're getting people that were just come. I mean, we're trying to do training people. And there's a small group of people, I'm not going to mention any names, but you know who I'm talking about if you're watching this, who started to abuse it. Oh, I'll join the training circle, the development circle, and they're just coming along, and I'm sitting there training them for nothing, effectively. So we put a two, you can only come to 2 events and then cut it off. That worked, but then some people started, and of course we're having to keep track of who's been there for 2.
Who's been there and who hasn't been there and who's been to what, and yeah, it was crazy.
It's too much administration for the number of people that were doing it. So essentially, we're doing away with it all. And we're not going to charge you $10 to come to a circle and $10 to come to Cards with Marc. We're putting it all together into a big workshop, which is going to last for 4 hours. So you're getting a lot more for your money than we were doing. You get half an hour at the beginning of questions and answers. You get Cards with Marc. Then you get the open circle. And then you get another half hour at the end, which again is questions and answers. Now, it's all going to overlap. It's not just going to be a clear cut.
It will not be clear cut on the hour because that's not the way Marc works.
Yeah, I just keep going and when we get to 7 hours and I'm going like that, that.
No, we get to 4 hours, I'm cutting you off.
Yeah, but Devi and Kim are going to help with the question and answers, and that's going to give me time to get breaks because I'll still be doing all the camera work to set up, and we haven't quite figured out the software. We haven't done a trial run yet, but the free events, if you're watching this, end by the end of February. Spirits with Marc, which is the big name, with Cards with Marc, and Circles with Marc, which is what we're branding the open circles as, start in March. Now, I can't remember the date of the next rapid fire, but we will do this every week, except the Christmas holidays, or if we're traveling or whatever. But that'll be plenty in advance.
Right.
We're limiting it to 5 people, and it's $20. Now, we also get a lot of people that register and never bother to turn up. That is also beginning to annoy me.
Which is why we're starting to charge money. Really, that's the reason, is because if you pay for something, you're more likely to show up.
Correct. And it gives us an indication of how serious you are. You're not just somebody that's, oh, that looks good, click, and we never hear from you again. Or other way around, you keep coming, and so even if you do want to keep coming, we're not going to limit you, but it's going to cost you $20 for every event. We might break your legs on the second event, but that's just my personality.
He likes to break people's legs. I was hired to stop him from doing that, actually.
Yeah. So that's what's happening event-wise. Now, following on from Patreon, there's another application that we've started using, and if you're watching this, you probably already know about it. It's called Substack. Now, it's a bit of a weird application because it's a blog and it's an emailing package, and we're taking both features. So what does that mean? If you register with us, like if you go to an event and you register, it's all automated in the background. You will automatically start receiving it within about 24 hours, and we send out a post every day. Now, the posts are from me or from Devi, and we are looking for a couple of other writers in the sort of spiritual background to come on board and help us. And we are using AI. I'm not going to lie we don't have time to sit and type out every line. But if you read it, you'll see that it's a first draft that then goes into the AI to turn it into a polished article to send out. And we've got a human being editing them and checking them. So Kim's wearing multiple hats in the background.
She is.
Yeah. It's a whole combination of things. Some of it's training, some of it's my lessons of life, like things I've done in the past. Some of it is Devi coming along and talking about philosophy and
or whatever happens to be going on in my life.
Yep. So you get that every day, whether you like it or not. Well, actually, that's not true. You can unsubscribe to it. Every email, there'll be a button in there. I can't remember what the terminology is, but there's an option built in that you can
It says, I think it says unsubscribe. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure that you don't block KennedyStuart.com, because that's the email address that I don't think that's the email address it comes from. I think it does come from a different email address. But don't block the KennedyStuart.com, because those are the emails that I'll be telling you about the events and all the rest of it.
So please don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go to Patreon and you can watch us sitting here blabbing on. You can also go to the Substack blog page, which you'll be able to access from. I haven't got the link set up on my website yet, but we'll set the links up on both our websites so that you'll be able to go from there. I should have done it tonight. I should have put the post up to show it, but never mind. I'll put it in the text. So you look at the text and you'll find a link
there.
There
You go.
you can go to Substack and you can read. I mean, it's been going for 2 months now. So there's 60-odd days, 60-odd blog posts. I mean, that's more posts than I produced on the blog on my main website in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
So you've got the two. You know what we're doing event-wise. Patreon, probably in the next couple of days, we'll start having a post every day. There's also we also post some stuff from YouTube, Scottish history, Scottish humour, so that you understand me. You can watch that and educate yourself and get used to me. I think that's about it, unless there's anything else. Oh, yes. Not going to tell you what the app is, but we have a new editing software for websites. Our main website is still operational. So marcstuartmedium.com and deviwolfmedium.com are still the two websites to go for the two of us. But we've now got thespiritualuniversity.online. And that's going to be for the training events. So anything you want to know about, I mean, you will be able to get links from the two websites. But if you want to know, like go and watch a video talking about it, if you want to see a video about it, well, the videos will be posted on Patreon, obviously, but they'll be broken down into Cards with Marc and the Circles, and they'll be at different levels. But if you want to go and register for it, the starting place is thespiritualuniversity.online. And before somebody sues me about it being a university, let me tell you the final bit of news. I'm going to start doing a PhD very, very soon in mediumship.
Yes.
I'm talking about it for years. My thesis is written, so I'm actually going to get around to doing it, which makes me even more busier, but never mind.
Makes you more. Why don't you wait till things chill out a little bit, things settle down after you move?
Saying that for about 6 years. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it till March or April.
Oh, okay.
I've been saying it for so long. I keep saying I'm going to do it, and then something comes along and I get distracted with something else. I really want to do this. I want Dr. Marc Stuart Medium. So that's the only reason I'm doing it.
He just wants the title. Okay.
Actually, no. I'll talk about it in our next talk because it is actually quite interesting. So if you want to know what I'm going to be doing my PhD on, come back and watch us tomorrow or the day after.
Do that.
Other than that, bye-bye.
See you later.